Good afternoon. Okay, I think the sky is finished now. You know, as I said, once I had pretty much painted it in, it didn't need much, and I haven't changed it very much. You know, I've thinned out and blurred some of the lines that were around the clouds. I didn't want that to be too strong. Changed the shape slightly of certain areas, the values in a few areas. Not much really. Happy with this now. I showed you the light of happiness. This was my next priority. I had painted this in. I found it to be just too dark. This mass of land at the edge of an island or what have you, pulling into the water. So I've gone over it. I've brought some light over these trees. I think I mentioned that I used cobalt blue and burnt sienna mix to paint them in, and a little bit of white. So for the foliage, I've added same mixture, but more white to it, and just a hint of yellow ochre to keep it green. Otherwise it becomes very pasty and industrial looking, sort of a chalky looking bluish green, just kind of looks sturdy. So I added just a hint of yellow ochre on these lighter slashes. I mean again, very, very small amount. And then went in with straight burnt sienna and a hint of white to warm up these trunks and bring more attention to them. I think that helped. I think that the painting can afford to have interest run off the edge of it a little bit. We have vertical lines here, so that's fine. If there's interest there, it still helps you to frame the focal area. These rocks, to me, all needed a little bit of lightening up. My values were a little too low when I went in. That's okay, because yeah, I just lightened the values, changed the colors a little bit. But we're looking at the gain here. You know, as I said, same colors here as here: ultramarine blue, alizarin crimson, burnt sienna, raw umber, maybe hints of yellow ochre here and there. So all that's left now is the water, and I would say that in general the water from here on up is done. I need to work on this. You know, this is just kind of blocked in. It doesn't need a lot, but it does need a few strokes to break it up. They have to be the right strokes. I have to think very carefully about it, but I will be working, you know, my way down. You know, I'm glad that I left myself these little, you know, well, you could call them post-it notes for a painter, just reminding me that I can go with some pretty low values. I'm probably going to put a few strokes of these darker values in here and there, just to add a little bit of design, to refine it. These aren't going to stay where they are. Probably going to be up a little higher. We'll see. It's something I'll play with, and you know, this water is going to be a slow and thoughtful process. Really boring to watch me do, so I won't video that. So anyway, all that's left is really from here on down, and only the water. Everything else I think is done. I'm quite happy with it. I don't think even it needs much of a step 6. You know, it's a larger painting, and I was pretty thoughtful as I went through all the steps so far. We'll see how it goes. The next video will be this painting finished. I'll just sort of take you more of a close-up tour through the whole thing, as I usually do. Probably re-describe some of the colors I've used, but that'll be it. I'm really hoping, like, the weather's getting a little bit better now, and I'm really hoping to get out and maybe do a little plein air painting. If not, at the least, I'm going to take a break from doing large canvases. I would prefer to do, you know, sort of a smaller, maybe 24 or 2024 or 1620. I don't know. Not the small ones, but if I go plein air, then I'll use smaller 8 by 10, 12, 16, 10, 12. But if I don't get out, I'm going to still be working in the studio. But I'll do, yeah, a few smaller paintings, taking a break from these large canvases. That way I don't need to do 50 videos on one painting. And I can take you along painting with me too. That's probably a little more interesting to watch. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you can glean some helpful information from these. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.